Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just finished watching the first 3 episodes of The Boys. Now, unlike the first season of The Boys, which released all 8 episodes at the same time, Amazon's taking a different approach with Season 2 and releasing the episodes on a weekly basis. Just this week they released the first 3 episodes of the new season. So I decided, since my Mulan review is going to take a little while to come out, that I'm going to review an episode a week when it comes to this show. Especially, and just the first 3 episodes this week. So let's get to it, shall we? Based on the last season of The Boys, our heroes and villains are all in different areas and have been pushed to their limits in many different ways. But in this new season, Billy Butcher is back with The Boys as they attempt to bring down Vought the only way they know how, with tons of crime and tons of badass, foul-mouthed one-liners. All while Vought tries to go through damage control through the various events of the first season, as a new man takes control of the company named Stan Edgar, played by Giancarlo Esposito, and as Vought gets a new member added to the Seven to replace Translucent, that being Stormfront, played by Aya Cash. But that's all I'll say about the story without spoiling anything. Basically, a lot of the strength of the first season can also apply here. The sharp, satirical writing is back, and the witty and foul-mouthed one-liners by Billy Butcher, by Milk, by Mother's Milk, by Frenchie, and especially by Homelander, once again played expertly by Anthony Starr, they make a welcome return. It doesn't... Throughout these first 3 episodes, we only have gotten hints about how the ending of the first season has affected Karl Urban's Billy Butcher, but other than that, he's basically the same old Butcher that we remember from the first season, but that's a good thing. He's still cocky, he still has his cool catchphrases, and he still has that effective anti-hero leader thing about him. Hugh Campbell generally seems similar in many ways to how he was in the first season, still having his conflicting loyalties with the boys and his relationship with Starlight. In fact, I think I care more about Erin Moriarty's Starlight in this season already than I did in the first. Not saying she was bad in the first season, it's just I do think she was one of the lower points when it came down to it, when it comes to her acting. I think she just has gotten better and the storylines have gotten more, given her more stuff to work off of. That's especially the case with Stormfront, who is politically incorrect in all the right ways. And Aya Cash is just eating the scenery when it comes to every scene she's in. That's especially the case when it comes to an action scene late in episode 3 that I won't spoil, but it's worthy of any R-rated superhero film, I can assure you that. Also, I was rather surprised by Karen Fukuhara as the female, aka Kimiko. She still doesn't have any spoken lines, but she's got sign language to work with now, and her storyline has certainly gotten quite interesting now that she's gotten a chance to be more than just the MacGuffin that she was in the first season. Not only is she badass during the action scenes, but Fukuhara can often get her emotions across with just her facial expressions and a few sign language poses, which is not easy for an actor with a role that seems to have these limitations. Also, I liked the stuff Homelander got to do with his son, considering that a sociopath like Homelander is naturally not the best father. So seeing him try to be a decent dad is sort of like watching Yujiro Hanma from Baki trying to be a dad. He's clearly not up for it, and you know he's a sociopath who you should hate, but the actor playing him, Anthony Starr, is just so charismatic that you can't help but love the scenes that he's in regardless. In ones that definitely crossed the line twice. On top of that, Chase Crawford's The Deep also interested me quite a bit this season. He was one of the most detestable characters back in Season 1, but it seems like they're going for some kind of redemption arc when it comes to his storyline involving a therapist and a hero named Eagle. Now, I don't know if they'll go all the way when it comes to him being redeemed at all, but I do think it's an interesting story that could work if it is handled with the right subtlety and nuance. Or, lacking that, it'll just be him falling flat on his face like usual, but having a fitting end for a character like him. Either way, I'm interested in seeing how it goes down. It's a bit of a slow start this season, but the action scenes are even better than they were in the first. especially one involving the Deep and the Seven that you've probably already seen in the trailers. So far, I think the season's off to a strong start, and I'll give the first 3 episodes a 9 out of 10. See you next time.